Hey everybody, how y'all doing? My gosh, I am glad this week is over with. Boy, it sure was hot. I had to work a lot of overtime, so it was pretty exhausting, to say the least. Uh, this is Comet Elenin. These are some of the latest pictures that I was able to find. There should be some more coming. See where the blue is? Right here underneath the finger on my mouse? That's what it is right there. By me and the arrow. So, I pulled this up, and I'll go ahead and play it. And I've looped it so it'll just keep going back and forth. You can see it move some. And it's right up there by the arrow. So there we go. This is some of the first things that they have put out there and shown us about the object called Elenin. There'll be more coming, and they'll be coming from different viewing objects. So a couple other issues. A question I asked, I gave some thought to. I asked some people, and there's a few answers. If stereo B came closer to Elenin than the Earth will, why didn't stereo B feed get interrupted, or why didn't it get damaged or crushed or anything? And I had some thoughts on it and stuff. But maybe one of them is it's not really what the object will do to it, but what the object will do to our sun. What will it make our suns do? And what will the sun then eject that will then have a big, huge impact on the planet and make it start doing everything? So maybe that's just the deal. It had no effect on that little object, but it could have an effect on the sun. And the sun is going to play a major role in all this stuff. So there it is. Now, I want to go back to the video that I made about CNN and the eye report, because I thought it was a crappy report that they made. It was pretty shoddy eye work. And I never did like CNN anyway. So whenever I talked about September the 6th, which is the date that they gave to look for a big quake, and if it happened then, use that as your barometer for anything there on out. Well, I do believe in planetary alignments with planets, and in this case, Elenin, or the sun, and the moon gets involved in everything at times. Yeah, I do believe that has an effect on earthquakes, and you don't have to be in direct alignment with it to catch the reverb from what's going on with someone else that's getting into something. I do believe that. However, on this date, even knowing that they had an alignment and we're not in it, I have looked at a lot of these dates that Professor Manser talked about in his research and turned his paperwork in his belief in alignments having something to do with large earthquakes. And as far as this one goes, I just don't see it. I'm not saying that something couldn't happen, but I mean, as far as a large one like over 7 or something like that, I'm just not seeing that. And when I go through his charts and stuff, I don't really see that with these planets. So That's why I had my opinion of what are they talking about. It wasn't that I didn't believe that alignments that we're not in don't affect us, because I believe that they do have an effect. So, I didn't know if you all had seen these pictures or not yet, so that's why I wanted to put that out there. And we'll go ahead and run it again. It goes so fast, it's just better just to loop it, or you don't, it's gone. And you just have to keep clicking it. So, and whenever we talk about the AU, if it's going to be now changed from 0.232 to 0.234, which is farther, when we think about it getting at its close point to the planet, if this is true on the distance, then it's far away. But relative to everything else, it has an impact. You know, it affects the sun, and then the sun responds, and we can't get out of the way. And so we absorb whatever reaction comes from that, and then anything else that we don't know about. So impact apparently does not look like a possibility here. And we can even go back to, well, this is an actual article, so we can go back and read some on it. And we'll just skip to certain parts. They do expect the comet to appear to become significantly brighter over the next few days as it gets closer to the Sun spacecraft line as a consequence of a process known as forward scattering. Stereo B, which is far from Earth, happens to see this backlighting effect as a consequence of its location relative to the comet, and is not indicative of a sudden change in the comet itself. Russian astronomer Leonid Elenin discovered the comet last December. Blah blah blah. Presently, the comet is a faint smudge of light in deep sky exposures. By late August, Comet Elenin could be visible to the naked eye as a dim, fuzzy star with a tail. So, there's your date right there. Now, for me, just from looking at the orbit diagrams and doing some thinking and checking things out, I had thought probably the 15th is of this month, of August, is when I was going to really, I pay close attention, but I was going to pay close attention really in that time frame forward. And so now, you know, even these guys say late August could be visible to the naked eye. So yeah, I'm going to take a head start. I'm going to start really looking hardcore on about the 15th. You know, if they're saying the end of the month, then I'm going to get ahead of them by a little bit. And it's got some pictures you can click on here. And then the other little bits of information. We're going to take these 1 hour observations every day through the 12th, and then from the 15th forward the comet enters HI-1 telescope's nominal field of view, at which time we should enjoy continuous viewing. Over time we expect the comet to be visible in the SOHO C3 coronagraph on September 23rd. September. Yep. For 6 days, I put it at the 29th. And possibly stereos Core 2 coronagraph as well. The closest the comet will come to Earth is 0.23, which at the diagram is 0.234, or approximately 34 million kilometers, so it poses no threat to us, is what they're saying. We will attempt to keep this page updated with the latest observations. Though, they said the end of August could be visible to the naked eye and pose no threat. So, that's what they've told as they release these pictures. So what do you think? Actually, it's just being me. Y'all know me by now. So I'm a little disappointed at what I'm seeing. And what I mean by that is I expected more of a better picture than what they give us. Even though they have to start giving something, I expected the crumb that they doled out to be better than this. I mean, this ain't, it's not bad, but for what we see and like we're looking at it now, I was hoping for better. Surely we will get some better, and then we'll get the real thing. So it looks bluish, at least on this type of photography. And there you have it. We finally have a picture. And now, they say it's real. All along everybody knew it was. And so they finally released the picture to get on the bandwagon and admit, yep, we're in the game. It is real. We're going to follow it. Now they're going to show you all of us. So be looking. It's the 6th now. Late August. It's like, I guess they're talking like 15 days or something. So like I said, I'm gonna start looking about the 15th, like different times. Now from 4 o'clock on, while I work, I won't be able to really look too much in the sky when the sun's up. I can about 8:30, somewhere in that range. I can see a sunset. Occasionally check. But hardcore intent, me, vampire hours, I will be more into the night, more than likely. And then the weekends, have a little more time after I get done doing whatever I need to do. Well, that's how I'm going to do it. Well, I'm glad I got to talk to everyone. I hope you have a good weekend. I'm getting ready to check some other stuff out. I'm going to make another video for a little different reason. It's something that I've been meaning to do, and I kind of put it off. But there are some things that I want to speak about and tell you all about. So I'll go ahead and make that up tomorrow when I have some time. And until then, there she blows. She's trucking right on down the road. So God bless everybody, and look after them, help them with whatever they need, and pray for all the people around the world, because there's not a place where anybody's not having a hard time, and everybody needs prayers. So God bless everyone. Good night to everyone. I'll speak to you soon. And keep looking up, because you're getting ready to see it. Ain't gonna be long from now. Bye.